그녀는 무엇을 하니? 또는 그녀는 무슨 일을 하니? What does she do? What does she do? What does she do? 그녀는 과학자야. She's a scientist. She's a scientist. She's a scientist. 그녀는 실험실에서 일해. She works at a lab. She works at a lab. She works at a lab. 오마이 스피킹과 초코 언니만 있다면 영어로 자신 있게 말할 수 있어. Is Choco 언니 here with your Oh My Speaking? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my classroom. Oops, sorry about my messy desk over there. It's really messy there because I just got done with my class. So, how are you all doing today? My day has been going very well. I got to see my lovely students and I got to film this video to see you guys. So are you guys ready to meet today's expression? If you are, then let's go ahead and start it. Today's expression. 오늘의 표현. 다른 사람의 직업과 그 사람이 일하는 곳에 대해 말할 때 쓸 수 있는 표현. 그녀는 뭐뭐야. She's. 그녀는 뭐뭐에서 일해. She works at.
Hi, Amy. Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Wacky. What does she do?
She's a scientist. She works at a lab.
What does she do after work?
She exercises after work. She cooks dinner and Wacky helps her.
Great!
Alright everyone, thanks for joining me back. It's time for Jack's story. Are you guys ready? So today we have a special guest, Amy. Amy is visiting Jack's house. Let's see what happens. Okay, Wacky welcomes Amy, says, Hi Amy, good to see you. Amy 안녕, 만나서 반가워. 우리 집에 온 걸 환영해. Hi Amy, good to see you. And Amy replies, Good to see you too, Wacky. 나도 만나서 반가워, Wacky. Good to see you too, Wacky. They're welcoming Amy. All right. And then on the second picture, Amy has a question. Ooh, she's looking at Jack's mom and she's asking this. What does she do? 그녀는 뭘 해요? 잭의 엄마는 무엇을 하나요? What does she do? And then Wacky answers, She's a scientist. 그녀는 scientist, 과학자예요. She's a scientist. She works at a lab. 그녀는 lab, 실험실에서 일해요. She works at a lab. Okay, good job. And Amy has another question. Oh, she's very curious today. Amy's question is, what does she do after work? 그녀는 일이 끝나고 무엇을 하시나요? What does she do after work? Okay. And Jack replies, Oh, she exercises after work. 그녀는 일이 끝나고 운동을 하세요. Wow, that's awesome. She exercises after work. 운동? Okay. And then the last picture, Jack says, she cooks dinner and Wacky helps her. 잭의 엄마가 운동을 하시고 또 무엇을 하시냐면 she cooks dinner. 저녁을 요리하시고 and Wacky helps her. 또 와키가 엄마를 도와드린대요. She cooks dinner and Wacky helps her. Good job, everyone. And then Amy says, great. Wow, what a special guest, Amy. She has a lot of questions about Jack's mom today, right? Okay, I hope you guys had fun. Let's move on to the key expression vocabulary. Ready? Okay, now here I am with the vocabulary. Are you ready? So we're going to pick 2 vocab words and practice with the pattern. So some of the words are very familiar to us because we saw them from the Jack story, right? Okay, my first choice is a teacher. That's right, a teacher. 선생님, a teacher. Very nice. 그는 선생님이세요. He's a teacher. He's a teacher. He's a teacher. 오, okay. 자, 그는 학교에서 일하세요. He works at a school. One more time. He works at a school. Louder. He works at a school. Awesome job. My second choice is 빠밤. There you go. It's a doctor, right? 그녀는 의사 선생님이세요. She's a doctor. One more time. She's a doctor. One last time. She's a doctor. 그녀는 병원에서 일하세요. She works at a hospital. One more time. She works at a hospital. Good job, everyone. You guys did a wonderful job. Now, welcome back to your listen and check time. Let's begin by listening to the actual conversation. Are you guys ready? So, we're going to start from activity A. Get your safe pen ready and let's listen. Ready?
Number 1.
He's a police officer. He works at a police station.
All right, so you guys did a great job on listening. Let's go over them together. So what was the sentence we just heard? That's right. He's a police officer. One more time. He's a police officer. He works at a police station. That's right. It says his job is a police officer. Which one is the answer? Good job. This one, a police officer. So go ahead and put a check mark on the police officer picture. Good job, everyone. Let's move on to activity B. Listen and number.
Number 1.
What does she do?
She's a doctor. Number 2.
What does he do?
He's a vet. Number 3.
What does he do?
He's a chef.
Okay, guys, so we just listened to the conversation. Let's go over them together. Number 1, what does she do? What does she do? She is a doctor. She's a doctor. Which one is the answer for number 1? That's right, this one. So go ahead and write number 1 on the doctor. Okay, now the second one is, what does he do? One more time. What does he do? The answer was, he's a vet. He's a vet. What's vet, guys? That's right. Vet is an animal doctor. Doctors for the animals. That's correct. So we're going to put number 2 on animal doctor, the vet. Good job. He's a vet. And the third one, what does he do? What does he do? And the answer was, he's a chef. Chef is another word for cook, right? He's a chef. He's a chef. So it's going to be, yes, this picture for number 3. Good job, everyone. Now it's not done yet. We're going to move on to activity C.
Number 1.
What does she do?
A.
He's a doctor.
B.
She's a hairdresser.
C.
She's a scientist. She works at a lab.
Okay, you guys did a wonderful job on listening. Let's go over them together. So, number 1, what was the question? What does she do? What does she do? Looking at the picture right here, she's touching someone else's hair, right? So, let's go over. A, it says, he's a doctor. He's a doctor. Okay. And B, it says, she's a hairdresser. She's a hairdresser. Yeah, seems like B is the answer, but let's still talk about C. C was she's a scientist. She works at a lab. Which one is the answer? That's correct, the hairdresser. The B is going to be the answer. So go ahead and put a big circle. Good job, you guys. You guys did a wonderful job on listening check. Good job. I'll see you next time. All the children of Oma's kingdom spoke English happily ever after. The end.